The future is arriving faster than ever, and 2025 is shaping up to be a year of game-changing innovation. Technologies like bioprinted organs, quantum computing, and fusion energy are no longer just buzzwords. They're set to redefine entire industries and impact millions of lives. But these breakthroughs aren't without their risks. Some could disrupt global security, others might widen social divides, and all of them come with big questions about ethics and sustainability. Stick around as we count down the top 10 emerging technologies of 2025. Each one has the potential to change the world, and by the end, you'll see why the future has never been more exciting or uncertain. Bioprinting is poised to revolutionize healthcare by addressing one of its most urgent challenges, the scarcity of transplantable organs. Using advanced 3D printing technologies, science can layer living cells and biomaterials to create functional organs like kidneys, livers, and even hearts. What sets bioprinting apart is the ability to use a patient's own cells, minimizing the risk of organ rejection and eliminating the need for long-term immunosuppressants. With over 100,000 people in the US alone on organ transplant waiting lists, this breakthrough offers the potential to save countless lives and alleviate a global crisis. However, the game-changing innovation comes with significant challenges. While simpler tissues like cartilage and skin have been successfully bioplanted, creating complex organs with intricate vascular networks remains a technical hurdle. These networks are essential for transporting oxygen and nutrients, making their accurate replication critical for the success of functional organs. Scientists are making strides, but full-scale bioprinting for organ transplants is still in its development stages. Ethical and societal concerns add another layer of complexity. If bioprinting becomes commercially viable, will it be accessible to everyone, or will it depend on healthcare inequalities by favoring the wealthy? Additionally, the ability to print human parts raises moral questions about the commodification of the human body and the boundaries of scientific intervention. While the promise of bioprinting is extraordinary, its path to widespread use will require careful regulation and ethical consideration to ensure it serves human equitability. Quantum computing is poised to revolutionize how we solve problems, from logistics to drug development. Unlike traditional computers that process information in binary, zeros and ones, quantum computers use qubits, which can represent multiple states simultaneously. This means they can tackle complex calculations at speeds that make today's supercomputers look primitive. Take drug discovery as an example. Quantum computers can simulate how a drug interacts with human proteins at an atomic level, drastically speeding up research timelines. But there's a flip side. Quantum power also threatens cybersecurity because it could easily crack encryption systems that protect everything from online banking to government communications. Scientists are now racing to develop quantum-resistant cryptography before these computers go mainstream. Artificial intelligence isn't just about automation anymore, it's evolving into a creative partner. By 2025, AI will help humans compose music, design architecture, and even develop new scientific theories. For instance, AI systems have already been used to discover new materials and optimize solar cell efficiency, taking the guesswork out of traditional research. But with great power comes great scrutiny. AI has been criticized for its black box nature, where even developers don't fully understand how decisions are made. This raises concerns about trust and accountability. Plus, AI often inherits biases from the data it's trained on, which can skew results. While it's undeniably a powerful tool, its true potential depends on how responsibly we use it. Fusion energy is often called the holy grail of clean energy. Unlike nuclear fission, which splits atoms, fusion combines them, replicating the process that powers the sun. The result? Virtually unlimited energy with no carbon emissions and minimal radioactive waste. By 2025, small-scale fusion reactors are expected to make their debut, promising a consistent energy source unaffected by weather conditions like solar or wind. However, turning this into a widespread solution isn't easy. Fusion reactors require extreme conditions, temperatures hotter than the sun's core, and building systems that contain this energy is a monumental challenge. Still, if scientists can overcome these hurdles, fusion could redefine our global energy landscape. As the climate crisis intensifies, carbon capture technology offers a way to not just reduce emissions, but actively remove CO2 from the atmosphere. From engineered microbes that convert CO2 into biofuels to large-scale industrial filters that trap carbon at its source, these systems could play a key role in mitigating climate change. However, scalability is a major issue. Current systems are expensive and energy intensive, which raises questions about their long-term feasibility. There's also the risk of unintended consequences. For example, how do we ensure that releasing carbon-rich byproducts doesn't harm ecosystems? While carbon capture holds immense promise, its success depends on solving these challenges. Augmented reality, or AR, is no longer confined to gaming. By 2025, AR will become an everyday tool, helping us interact with the world in smarter, more meaningful ways. Imagine walking through a city and seeing real-time directions, restaurant reviews, or even translations projected onto your glasses. In industries like construction and healthcare, AR is already proving invaluable. Surgeons can use AR overlays during operations to reduce errors, while architects can visualize projects before they're built. But AR's growing adoption raises concerns about privacy and data security. With these devices constantly collecting information about our surroundings, how do we ensure that this data isn't misused? AR has enormous potential, but like every technology, it must navigate the fine line between innovation and ethics. Synthetic biology combines biology and engineering to design custom organisms that can address major challenges. By 2025, scientists will use this technology to create drought-resistant crops, biodegradable plastics, and even bacteria that can clean up oil spills. These innovations promise to tackle food insecurity, pollution, and environmental damage in unprecedented ways. But synthetic biology comes with risks. Genetically engineered organisms could unintentionally disrupt ecosystems if released without proper safeguards. There's also a concern about misuse, as creating engineered organisms could have dangerous applications in the wrong hands. As exciting as this field is, it needs rigorous oversight to ensure it's used for good. High-altitude platform stations, HAPS, essentially flying cell towers, are set to transform global internet access. Operating at altitudes of 20 kilometers, these platforms can provide connectivity to remote or disaster-hit areas where traditional infrastructure fails. By 2025, millions of people in underserved regions could gain access to the internet for the first time. HAPS also offer rapid deployment, making them invaluable for emergency response during natural disasters. However, the challenges are significant. Keeping these platforms afloat for extended periods requires advanced materials and energy systems. Navigating international airspace regulations adds complexity. Additionally, there are concerns about environmental impacts such as interference with aviation or wildfire. Still, HAPS represents a bold step toward bridging the digital divide. In a world where data is king, privacy-enhancing technologies, PETs, are emerging as essential tools. From advanced encryption methods to federated learning, PETs ensure sensitive data can be analyzed without exposing personal information. For instance, homomorphic encryption allows computations on encrypted data without decrypting it, which could revolutionize fields like healthcare by enabling secure analysis of patient data. Despite their promise, PETs face challenges. These technologies are computationally intensive, often slowing down systems or increasing costs. Moreover, widespread adoption requires collaboration across industries, which isn't always easy to achieve. PETs hold immense potential to safeguard our privacy, but their scalability and efficiency will be critical to their success. By 2025, space manufacturing is expected to move from concept to reality, unlocking possibilities that were once confined to science fiction. Zero-gravity environments offer unique conditions for creating advanced materials that are difficult or impossible to produce on Earth. For example, ultra-pure fiber optics, new metal alloys, and even pharmaceuticals could be manufactured with unparalleled precision and quality. These innovations have the potential to revolutionize industries like telecommunications, healthcare, and aerospace, making space manufacturing a cornerstone of future technological progress. In addition to creating advanced materials, space factories promise to reduce the cost of space exploration itself. On-site manufacturing of essential components, such as spacecraft parts or solar panels, could eliminate the need to launch everything from Earth, significantly lowering transportation costs. This could pave the way for more sustainable space missions and even the construction of infrastructure for long-term exploration, such as habitats on the Moon or Mars. However, the challenges are immense. Launching materials and equipment into orbit remains prohibitively expensive, and building reliable manufacturing systems in the harsh conditions of space is a monumental engineering feat. There are also risks associated with operating in orbit, from radiation exposure to the threat of space debris. Despite these obstacles, the promise of space manufacturing represents a bold leap forward. pushing the boundaries of what humanity can achieve and opening up new frontiers of innovation and economic growth. The technologies of 2025 promise to redefine our world, tackling problems we once thought unsolvable. But with every breakthrough comes responsibility. As we embrace these innovations, we must also address their risks and ethical implications to ensure they benefit humanity as a whole. What excites you most about these advancements? If you've made it this far, let us know what you think in the comments section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.